and welcome back to another holiday special review. So I already reviewed the Pink Panther in A Pink Christmas, but I told you there was a later one, a sequel that came out, A Very Pink Christmas. So that one came out in 2011, as opposed to in the 70s, like when the first one came out. And I mean, I don't want to say that it's recent, because I mean, that's still 10 years old, and it looks it, but at the same time, comparatively recent. Honestly, it looks closer to like the style of like the Looney Tunes reboot than it does the original Pink Panther, which in some moments it works, in some moments it feels like it's trying too hard to be a different cartoon than what it is, but like we still have like the whole rivalry between the Pink Panther and Big Nose from the original series. So I mean, that was kind of cool to see them bring him back and keep going with that. They made him a little more vocal in this than he was in the original series, though. Basically, the whole gist of this, both the Panther and Big Nose are like vying for like this high-end sports car, like top-of-the-line sports car that's hell of expensive, and the Panther's like, I have money. I guess he's doing better than he was in the first one, because he must not be homeless anymore. He's got money. He's got money to do all of the events of this special, so, good on you. Good on you for turning it around, Panther. I see things worked out for you. But, he's like, I got money, and goes to buy it. And the salesperson laughs, and what originally was just like the little, why do I want to say price card? That is not, price tag. Words. I can do words. The price tag, what initially looks like one price, he unfolds it and oh! So now the race is on between the Panther and Big Nose to equally earn enough money to buy this car because they both want it. And they don't want the other one to have it. So they open up warring Christmas tree lots across the street from each other. Because that's gonna give you enough money to buy a high-end sports car. Fuck it. In this universe, yes, that is a thing. So Panther is like spray painting all his trees pink because of course he is. And he's like showing off. He's got billboards. He's got lights. He has got fireworks. He's got all sorts of flashy big things going on. Like I said, he must be doing better financially than he was before. How he's not taking a loss on all of this, given he's just selling Christmas trees, I don't know. Cartoon logic, that's why. But, so he's got all this going on, he's doing great sales and shit, and Big Nose is just rage quitting the whole way, trying to find any way to, like, swindle money from people. Like, this little old lady wants to buy a tree from him, and she goes to pay for it, and he's like, yeah, it's like another dollar sign onto it. And she's like, and then he takes the money and then adds another dollar sign onto it. And they go through this, like, over and over, until he eventually just takes her entire wad of cash, hands her the tree, which promptly falls apart, and runs off. Because he's a dick like that. Yeah, it's known very early on, he is a shyster. Which, I mean, we already know from the original series, but just, yeah. It's like that. Meanwhile, Panther is kicking ass and taking names, selling all of these trees. And meanwhile, there is this, like, B-plot of this little boy who's, like, so poor, and all he wants to do is just buy a Christmas tree. He just wants a tree, just a little one. Just a tree, just a little one. And all he's got is, like, a few coins, and Big Nose, being the dick that he is, literally boots him out of the tree lot, because fuck poor people, I guess. He wants a sports car. Can't deal with poor people. And then he rolls through the snow and becomes a snowman. And then people who were shopping for trees thought that was so cute that they bought a tree. Because they thought that that was, like, part of the shtick of this lot. So Big Nose is looking at that like, he's seeing dollar signs, and he basically gives the kid a job You be the mascot for this place. You put on all the different costumes and stuff, bring people in, and I'll give you money to buy the tree. And the kid is all excited, and he's gonna do his best and earn that tree. And Big Nose, of course, is exploiting the ever-loving shit out of this child, because I guess his favorite flavor is child labor, but anyway, he's doing that. Panther is quickly just racking in the cash and is like this close to having enough to buy the damn car. And around this time, I mean, like, of course Big Nose is like scheming left and right the whole way, because obviously he eventually sets up Panther to make it look like he stole money so he'll go to jail. And meanwhile, while he's in jail, Big Nose can go steal his money and go buy the car, because cartoon logic. Anyway, but it's quickly made known that he didn't do the thing, and he's let right back out of jail, and Big Nose is put in jail, and all's well that ends well. And unfortunately, before he was thrown in jail, though, he sold off his last tree because he thought he had just enough money to buy the car. He was short by this much, and somebody shows up wanting to buy a tree, just one more tree. And the only tree that's left is the one that is promised to the little boy. And because he's an asshole, he sells it. Does not give a shit about the boy. You know, the person of whom none of his success would have been possible without the aid of, but evil villains, am I right? So anyway, literally breaks the boy's heart. And Panther, now that he's out of jail and everything and thinks all is right in the world, he's gonna go buy the car. Until he sees the kid breaking down and realizes what went down. He's like, oh no. So, his plan now, looking in next to the car, there's a giant tree in there. He's gonna go buy it. But while he's doing that, the kid just took off into the night. And Panther's like, oh no! And of course, he has a brilliant idea. He's going to buy the car, the tree, the hot dog vendor across the street, you name it, he's buying it because he is gonna give this kid and his very destitute family a really good Christmas that they will never forget. And so he does. He follows the tracks to his house, where it's just the boy, his sister, and I'm guessing the grandma. I'm guessing by just the way they animated it, had to be a grandma, because that wouldn't be the mom being that old for kids that little. Which, I mean, the implications of that are even more heartbreaking than it already was. And he's literally just, like, drawn a Christmas tree on the wall in crayon just so they can have something. It's that bleak. It's really sad. But then Panther shows up with all of this stuff that he rolls up with, and it's all good, and there's a happy ending all around. Even for Big Nose, who is now somehow out of jail. And Panther even got him a present, too, which is a little miniature of the damn car. And the sister wants to play with it. And Big Nose throws a fucking little baby temper tantrum fit. And they all laugh at it. I don't know, like, it doesn't sound like something that would get emotional, but there was moments that were emotional. So now I'm like, are you kidding me? Both Pink Panther Christmas specials made me cry. What the ever-loving fuck? Why? Of all the things, those two. Those are so far the only two this year, this far. Alright. It's like that, I guess. Cool. But I mean, overall, even though I went in not expecting much, especially with the animation style, I thought, oh boy, quick, cheap flash animation. Great. This is not gonna be very high quality. Actually, it is fleshed out into more of a storyline than I was expecting. And not as much of one as the original, but I mean, it's a sequel. Who was expecting that? So, I mean, they did fine with it. Is it necessarily going to be memorable to the ages? Doubtful. Like I said, I didn't even know this existed until this year. I didn't know the original existed until this year. So, I mean, clearly, it seems like both have kind of gotten forgotten to time, which is a bit sad, because it's like, I think they do bear revisiting, especially if you've never seen them. I think both are worth watching, and they're both on YouTube in the same video, so you may as well go watch them. Just a quick search, they turn right up. But, yeah, they're cute. They're cute. Especially if you're a fan of, like, retro 60s, 70s animation. I think you'd like it, especially if you are a Pink Panther fan. I think you'd dig it. they're cute. That's the main thing I can say for them. And they do have cute endings, so I mean, I give them that. Can I really give a number rating to this one? It's hard. I'm trying to think. If I had to give it a number rating, maybe like a 3.5 out of 5 for this one. Because, like, the animation style, I see that they were trying to modernize it, but at the same time, it just does still have that cheap Flash animation style to it, to where it's like, this could have been a little more polished. If it had been a little more visually polished, I think I'd pop it up to a 4, actually. But the animation, it kept throwing me at different points and, like, taking me out of, like, the immersion of it. But that's just me, so that's a me thing more so than a them thing. But you're also asking my opinion, and that is my opinion. So take it or leave it. But I still think it's worth watching. I still think they're both worth watching. They're both cute. So, anyways. That's it for this one, guys. So as usual, you know what to do. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe. Hit that notification bell icon so you never miss an upload. Leave comments down below. Make sure you're following my social media accounts, my Facebook fan page, my Twitter, my Instagram, my Etsy, everything and more. It's all down below. And if you'd like what I do here on this channel and you'd like to help support it, the donation link, as always, is down in the description. Anyway, guys, till next time, see ya.